Hello, I'm Dick.
And I'm Eric, and we're the Annuity guys.
Eric has had some calls here recently, and one in particular.
We're always having fun answering, videos about people that call in and say, hey, so just this week we had a gal call in and she says, hey, I just bought this annuity, but I'm not so certain I did the right thing. And so you take the time and kind of listen to kind of the circumstances. And in her case, here's a gal who has absolutely no appetite for the market.
Yeah.
Wants safe money,
Right.
Wants the ability to get some conservative growth, like the idea of getting something that would tie with some sort of indexing, some kind of bigger than what the banks are paying, and
Sure.
more than what they're going to get from a normal fixed annuity. So,
Right.
looking at indexed annuity, and she's telling me, I just want to take my RMD. It's a qualified account.
Right.
I need to take out. I'm over 70 and a half, so I need to take
which
out.
Which works very well with annuities.
Right. So far, there's nothing wrong with what she's describing.
Right.
And then all of a sudden she says, well, I've got this income rider. And I went, whoa. Now, what you told me you're just going to take out the RMD,
Right.
the minimum amount possible.
Right.
Are you needing this for some sort of lifetime income in the future?
Yes.
She goes, no, that's not really the goal. And I said,
So why do you have an income rider?
well, and so now she's turning it back on me.
Yes.
Well, what do you... And this is where we see some of what I call the abuse occasionally of people putting
Right.
on an income rider without, and I would say either getting the full explanation of either why they need it or don't need it. And either the advisor didn't understand what she was trying to accomplish, or she didn't know what she was being sold.
Sure.
And so the combination of in my estimation,
Right.
she had a good product. She had the pieces in place that would have achieved what she was looking for, up into the point where you had that income rider. And so what you're doing is you're adding a fee, really a 1% fee, which creates drag on the growth potential.
Sure. It's working the opposite of what
Right.
she was really wanting for that purpose.
Exactly.
And Eric, I mean, this is something that we have regularly dealt with. Calls. I can go back years ago when these were first introduced, and this 6% and 8% was really being presented as the growth on your money.
But it's the guarantee.
Right. But it was people would be presented in such a way that they would believe that this was the true growth on their money.
Right.
And I think so many agents out there, folks, have just gotten in the habit of relying on this rider feature, which is very good if it's used in a proper planning way. But so often it's used to sell an annuity, this extra component that the agent doesn't have any other way to understand the value of that annuity to the person.
They get into the cycle, I think, I'll call it the crutch of saying, well, nobody's really going to be interested in these products if I don't present it in such a way that it just is overwhelmingly so powerful and good, and the 6% is guaranteed for your lifetime.
Exactly, yeah. So you people buy into this,
right?
And so Eric, I think let's just talk about that annuity and why it was the right annuity. Get rid of the income rider.
Right.
How much better off would this person be?
Well, and that gives her, in this case, what she was looking for. She was looking for something that was going to give her safe growth,
Yes.
and have that index tied. So we were looking at something, is it the right product necessarily? That's where we can have the debate over, which product does this the best way, and looking at the growth potential and the company ratings.
But it really would have given her safer growth. Yes. It would have allowed her to have even a fallback position for income without a rider.
Right. She wanted something for flexibility.
Right.
If I need to take dollars out to go supplement the farm, can I get to a certain? Well, you can get to access, 10% typically penalty free. Would that meet your need? It's having those discussions and then taking it a little bit further, making sure they understand exactly what they're going to get from the product.
Well, and I'm thinking down another vein too, and that is all of the things that you said. All the liquidity features are there, and she can pull money as needed. From this annuity up to a certain limits. But there's another feature that's that Plan B kind of fire escape, where should you need a lifetime income. All annuities can be annuitized.
Right. It's turning it around and then annuitizing the contract.
Right.
You can turn it into lifetime, a lifetime guarantee of income.
Yes.
Either joints, put the different pieces in that you need to be successful, but you don't have to do it with the rider as well. Now, Of course, we always call that, you're going to give up the control at that point. And some people want that, but there's nothing that says you have to annuitize the whole contract.
Correct.
Correct. Sometimes it's taking a piece that you need lifetime income for in the future. It's, it really gets down to using the right tool.
Now, not all annuities have income riders.
No.
Now, variable annuities do.
Most of them. Now, not all. It's again, you're adding the rider on the piece.
Right. And a variable annuity, the folks are going to assume more market risk, because of the nature of the type of annuity. But when we get into fixed annuities, which are safe, a lot of just straight vanilla, envelope type fixed annuities, they don't have income riders.
Right. There are a few of them do, but most of them are those kind of MIGA style, multi-year guaranteed, or where they're setting the rate each year on a fixed basis, so you know exactly what you're getting each year.
Right. But the one that really is used a lot is the fixed index annuity.
Right. That's where I would say the majority of the combination of getting that, we've heard the term hybrid before. Getting the index growth, a portion of the market upside, along with some sort of income guarantee.
Yes.
Kind of giving you the balance of both the fixed side, the variable side, and kind of grouping them all and giving you a little bit of everything there.
So when someone's being pitched, and for lack of a better term, sometimes it's part of a true financial planning situation. But when you're being pitched an annuity, you have to be aware, first of all, what your own needs are.
Right. It's your goals. What do you want it to do for you?
And know that you've communicated those well with the planner.
Right.
And if your goal is not income, just maybe ancillary, withdrawals from the account, and you've got a good income stream that you can rely on, you probably don't need an income rider.
Yeah, the income rider is not always the right choice. And we've always said, sometimes an annuity is not the right choice. If you need liquidity, you need other options. But it's usually comparing the annuity then with other safe money options. And it's saying, does this give me the features and the tools to be successful with this bundle of dollars that I'm using in this?
Right. So folks, Eric and I would just say, be very clear with your financial planner, advisor. Use a little discernment to know if they're really just pitching you or if they are a true financial planner. And if they are, then they'll bring these details out that we're talking about. And if you need help from somebody, that's what Eric and I are here for. And we can either Eric can help you directly, or we can refer you to one of our Annuity Guys advisors.